Well, time for me to get my guests on the show. Yajurvendra Singh, former Indian cricketer, joins me on the show, and so does my little Mumbai Indians fan, Arjun. I'm also joined by Anusha Ramachandran, a Mumbai supporter, and Amanda Hayden. Amanda, you can smile another day. Your team is at the number 2 spot. But let me start with Yajurvendra. We just heard from Surya Kumar Yadav about how, he spoke to Rohit Sharma ahead of the start of the season on how the Mumbai Indian really sees his role as a finisher. Would you say he's been able to perfect that role?
Oh, at least in this match, definitely, and a match earlier as well. But he's been batting extremely well, and today, he was there for points, not being in the team to Australia, in any of the teams to Australia. And I think he has really put the seed into the selector's mind as to why did you ignore me? And I think it was a fantastic performance, especially for somebody, at this stage, a cricketer, one gets very depressed, not being on a touring side. I could sympathize with him because it's happened to me. But to be able to come back in such fluent manner, magnificent. I think it was a wonderful performance, and for Mumbai Indians, this is extremely good because now they have somebody they can actually also rely on. And
would you say it was sweeter? It was sweeter given that the game was against his captain Virat Kohli.
Yeah, that's true. At least he's made a point, but Virat Kohli is not a selector, so I don't know whether Virat Kohli was his.
He is not a selector. One understands that he's not a selector, but he would have had a say. He would have had a say in the 3 teams that were selected for the Tour of Australia. Because if we look at how all the Bangalore bowlers are in the touring party, one would like to believe that Virat Kohli did have a say in the selection. Don't you think so?
I don't think so. I really, there were a lot of bowlers there because they need them to bowl during the nets out there. Because most of the sides are already, the format is already there. The form of who's going to be in the 11 or 14 are already there. Bowlers are taken in to give, a lot of practice because you don't have net bowlers available overseas.
I do understand
this caliber.
That. Right. Coming back to today's game.
Make a point.
Right. Coming back to today's game. Arjun, to you now, at the end of the game, would you say that Mumbai Indians does have a good captain in Kieron Pollard and they are not missing Rohit Sharma?
Well, yeah, earlier in the day, I did say that Rohit Sharma was a key loss. But right now, I'm 80-20 about Pollard.
Okay.
80% Pollard side, 20% non-Pollard side. So I think he played quite well in this match. But once they go on to the qualifiers, which I know a team like Mumbai can go to qualifier 1. Once they go on to the qualifiers, it's going to be a new level. So it's going to be a bit harder for Pollard to manage it. And with the absence of Rohit Sharma, I'm right now seeing them in qualifier 2.
Okay, we'll still have to wait for that and see whether Mumbai ends as qualifier 2 or not. But Anusha, coming to you, what according to you really was the turning point of the game today?
See, I think with RCB batting, there were 2 highlights for me. One was Pollard's captaincy when he got Bumrah to bowl against Kohli and got himself to bowl against Kohli. And they got the top 4 out cheaply, and that put pressure on RCB. So Pollard's captaincy was one. Second was obviously Bumrah's bowling. The way he bowled at the death, a double wicket maiden, and restricted RCB, for 39 in the last 5 overs. I think that was a big game changer. And after that, I know RCB bowled well, but they were always catching up. I think Mumbai were always ahead in the game.
Amanda, coming to you, there were many twists and turns in this game, but what really stood out for me is RCB trying out another opener with Devdutt Padikkal, Josh Philippe. As a fan, would you say the move impressed you?
Yeah, I mean, initially I wasn't too keen on, having Josh in for Finch, but I think he did well. I think he got the team off to a good start, gave them that momentum, and he came in, in the power play and he scored around 30 runs. And I think he got them off to a really good start, which got them to that 100 runs in 13 overs, and then we kind of collapsed. So I think it was a decent move. I think I was pretty impressed.
Yajurvendra, once the two openers did give Bangalore a very good start, but once they were gone and once pressure was applied and Pollard came in and bowled that over, would you say today Bangalore really suffered from the loss of momentum, because then wickets kept tumbling one after another?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it was.
Amanda, it is for Yajurvendra.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I think the momentum was good. I'm very impressed with Padikkal. I think he's the future India star. He's such an elegant player, and the more and more that I see of him, I think he's really got class in his batting. So he batted extremely well, and so did Josh. I mean, they gave them the momentum. And unfortunately, both Virat Kohli and De Villiers, the two people that you expected to take this forward, failed. And it happens in cricket. This one got out to like they said earlier, a very important wicket where Bumrah got Kohli out on the bouncer, and I think Pollard was very lucky. That was a third-rate ball, and unfortunate. These are the incidents that take place and which changes the game totally. I think that is what actually put Bangalore in a bit of a problem as such.
Amanda, would you say that your team, batting-wise, they are heavily dependent on Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers? Even the last time when they played against the same team, Mumbai, we saw how really AB took the match away. Would you say that, when AB and Virat doesn't fire, the team becomes a little shaky?
Yeah, I mean, I think, over the last couple of seasons, I feel like they've mostly just been reliant on Virat and AB. But I think this season, they're a little bit, when Virat has failed in the last couple of matches, I think the team has stepped up. And like even today, even though Virat didn't do his best, Devdutt came in and, he gave us that good start and he took us to a decent score. So yes and no, but I feel like compared to the last couple of seasons, RCB have been performing well this time without AB and Virat, but they're definitely, dependent. Everyone's dependent.
Anusha, coming to you, we've spoken about the Mumbai batsmen. We'll have to talk about Jasprit Bumrah, his sensational spell of 3 for 14. He seems to be, a man from another planet. His first IPL wicket was Virat Kohli. His 100th IPL wicket is now Virat Kohli. This man has delivered whenever his team needed.
Absolutely. And if you see, I think in his interview 2 days ago or something, he said he doesn't go with a set plan. It's based on situation, based on the conditions, based on the wicket, based on the opposition. So he's a very intelligent cricketer, and that shows. I think that's the most important thing during that pool. And that's why he's so successful.
Arjun, coming back to you, according to you, tonight what was the turning point of the game?
Well, for me, the turning point of the game was, I think it was the 17th over. Yeah, I think it was the 17th over, bowled by Bumrah. It was a wicket maiden, 2 wickets and a maiden. I think that really ruined the innings for RCB. And in the middle or the end, you could see Kohli's emotions. The camera was on Kohli. You could see his emotions. He was showing his emotions. He was sad. He was just looking. Didn't have a happy face on. My dad was actually expecting like 180, 190. I was expecting 172. But the way they played, it wasn't a surprise that Mumbai Indians won. Really.
Right. Yajurvendra, would you also say that this knock from Surya Kumar Yadav also comes on a wicket that did not have, on a night that did not have much of a dew, and we've seen how, you know, he could play, and he probably had everything packed into this innings: extra cover drives, back foot punches, sweeps that in fact upset Chahal's lengths and figures. How would you sum up this knock really that he played tonight?
I think it was a wonderfully constructed innings. It was a cricketing innings. It was not just, you know, that slam bang sort of an innings. It had real class in it, in his stroke play, in the way he executed it. I think whether the wicket was slower or with no dew, nothing, but to be able to play the correct shots, and he's been able to do that quite, especially that shot over cover, you know, which he hit. Those are the things which are extremely difficult shots to hit. And you have to be in great form to be able to do something like that. And so it was a magnificent inning, like I said earlier.
Right.
And I mean, just to bring around.
Amanda, just to wrap up the discussion, one last 30-second answer I want from you as a fan. Now, going ahead, what do you want your team to do to bounce back? Because they had 2 defeats on the trot now.
I think they should just stick with their. I don't think they should lose hope at all. I mean, we've done really well. It's just these 2 losses that have sort of brought the team down. They should look at the positive side of this. The fact that we're second, at the same time not get too overconfident, since, I mean, we're playing SRH next, and the last time we played, we won against them. I think they should have a solid plan for the next game, make good decisions, and go on from there.
Right. Thank you very much for joining me on the broadcast this evening. Now, let's quickly have a look at the points table. What happened after that game? Mumbai was on the top. They consolidated their position on the top by garnering 16 points. 2 points coming from that win, and that has taken their run rate to 1.186. Bangalore remains in the second place because they lost that game. They have 14 points and they are tied on 14 points with Delhi. They have 2 more games to go. There are as many as 5 teams, remember, who could end up having 16 points, and then it'll all go down to the net run rate. Now, here's an interesting piece of stat I would like to get for you from tonight's game. Jasprit Bumrah's first wicket in the league and his 100th wicket in the league are Virat Kohli.